I'm Ethan Kwan, and welcome to part 2 of 8 in my How to Start Off with Scratch tutorials. Today, we're going to be making our first Scratch project. It's going to be a small painting project, so let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm using Scratch 3, and I'm using the online version because I like the online version better. You can always, it's going to be exactly the same if you have the correct version of the offline version. If it's not, then don't forget to download it. The how to do that would be in my last video. Okay, so last video, like part 1 of 8 kind of thing. Okay, so what we're gonna do to start off is we're gonna name this sprite Cat. So this part here, this is the dashboard for this sprite right here. So basically, a sprite is anything that might move or do something in the project. Now, you will not understand that right now. You will if you get more into Scratch, but for now, just accept it. I know that kind of sounds kind of harsh, but oh well. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna rename this cat. This is just the name, so we can name this cat. And now it's named Cat. Great. Now we have this cat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our first project. One tip is if you want to make your coding area bigger, you can just click this button and it will shrink. Great. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go to this bit right here. This is all the code. So this is the basis for all the code. None of this code would run unless you click it, which would be nice. If you click it, then it will run. So for example, if this moved 10 steps, don't worry about what it does for now, just click it. And as you can see, the Scratch Cat moved 10 steps across the screen. I'll click it again, and again. Okay, so if we click it enough times though, it will go all the way to the edge, and then it'll stop. Why is that? Well, that's because Scratch does not allow sprites to go off the screen. So what we can do is go to the dashboard right here, and we have the X and Y coordinates, so we can just set this to 0 and press enter. Now it's back in the middle. Great. So that's just a basic intro. Also here is turn this way 15 degrees, turn this way 15 degrees. As you can see, Scratch is very neatly organized, so it's really easy to find what you want. Okay. What are these other things here? These things are the different categories. So for example, motion lets the cat move around. The looks lets the cat change like what it looks like, right? Sound lets it play sound. Events. Now this is probably one of the most needed of all projects, besides from control. Events let the project start. So any of these hat blocks you see, these hat blocks are starting a project. So in Scratch, a line of code is a line of blocks. So for example, this thing checks when the green flag is clicked. Now nothing happens when you click it. Let's say you want it to move 10 steps every time whenever you click the green flag. Now, what we can do then is we can drag a when flag clicked into this area. This is the scripts area. Now the scripts area basically allows, and I'm just gonna drag a YouTube sprite in here just so you can see that right there. And yeah, just ignore it for now. It's just a bunch of complicated code like this. Just ignore it. Okay, so okay, so we have this when green flag clicked block here. So what does it do? So anything attached to the bottom of this will run whenever the green flag is clicked. Okay? So what we can do is we can say, go to motion again. Go to motion and drag this when move 10 steps, drag it into the coding area. And just, it'll snap. So as you can see, it actually turns gray when you get it close. And you can let go and it'll snap together. Now whenever you click the green flag, the cat will move 10 steps. Nice. Okay. I'm just gonna reset the position by putting this to 0 again. Okay. Okay, so one thing we want to do is actually create our first project. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this move 10 steps. What we can do is just drag it and put it inside this part over here again, and it will go away. Okay, what we want is we want the cat to go to our mouse. Now, what block do you think will do that? Well, I think it would be this go to random position. So if we drag this in, something crazy will happen. It will just go to a random position every time we click the green flag. Okay, but we want this to happen forever, like constantly. And actually, we don't want random position here. We want mouse pointer. So what we can do is we can change this to mouse pointer. Nice. So now it will go to the mouse pointer whenever the green flag is clicked. Nice. Okay. But we want this to happen continuously, not just once, right? And it's appearing up here because I'm clicking the green flag and I can't move it down again, right? But it does move like that. Okay. So we need a forever loop. And luckily, we have those. What we're going to do is go to this control, and we have a bunch of loops. We have a wait 1 second, repeat 10 seconds, and I'll explain all of these eventually. But all you need to do for now is focus on this forever block. What we're going to do is we're going to drag this in here. Okay, and we can put it there, but it won't do anything, will it? It'll just do this, and that's nothing. So it turns out that whatever goes inside this forever teeth, I guess, repeats forever. So what we can do is we're going to drag this go to mouse pointer block inside the forever loop, and then drag it under the when green flag clicked. And voila, the cat follows our mouse pointer. Okay, so what we want now is we want the color of the cat to change. How do we do that? Well, we can go to looks. Okay, so scroll down. There's a lot of stuff here. Just scroll down until you get this change color effect by 25. Okay, just drag that in here. Drag that in there. And now the cat should change color. Nice. Okay, but we don't want it to change color that quick. You can leave it like that if you want, but I don't think we want it that quick. So what we're going to do is change this number in here. The lower you make this number, the less color it'll change. So I'm just going to make it 5 for now and see how that looks. Okay, that looks pretty good. But I kind of want it to be like a trail of cats, not just one cat. Because one cat is boring, right? So what we're going to do to fix that is we want it to kind of like put it on the backdrop. So what we can do is we can go to this little bit here. This is adding a component. And don't worry about the other things if you click this. All we want is the pen. So draw with your sprites. And now we have this list of code. So pen, right? So what we want is we're going to first get this erase all and drag that before the forever loop, right? If you drag it inside, it's not going to work. So if you drag when you drag it on top, this block will run before all this block. So actually, if you notice, it runs from like a top-down way. So it starts when green flag looked, erase all, then forever, go to mouse pointer, change color effect by 5. But it still doesn't do much, right? It just still changes color like this. That's kind of boring. Okay, let's get the stamp block, okay? And drag that inside the forever loop. Now it will stamp to the back of the thing, and voila! We have now a changing color of cats that follows the mouse pointer, and we can draw with it. But I kind of want to wait to clear the screen, because this is kind of getting messy. So what we can do now is go to the events. There's another block here. When space key pressed, right here, right under the when green flag clicked. We're gonna drag that in here, and then when the space key is pressed, and then we're gonna go to pen, and we're gonna erase all. Okay, now we should see that whenever we press space, it deletes all the cats. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now, of course, this is a very simple project, right? You can totally experiment with this and add your own stuff, right? So I know you might not be able to do that yet, so I'm going to add another thing for you. Okay, so what if you want the size of the cat to change? Okay, so I kind of want that to happen whenever we press the up, down arrows. So if we press the up arrow, it'll grow in size. If we press the down arrow, it'll shrink. Okay, so I'm going to say, I'm just going to duplicate this by right-clicking this bit and just clicking the duplicate. And now we have this. And I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to change this when space key pressed to when an up arrow is pressed. And I'm going to go to looks and change size by 2. Okay, And don't forget to set size to 100% when the green flag is clicked. So just drag that underneath the when green flag clicked there. And what we're going to do is duplicate this now, right? And then when down arrow key pressed, change size by -2. Okay, now what will happen is whenever I'm just going to press space. Whenever we press the up arrow, it'll grow in size, right? Just going to press space again. Whenever we press the up arrow, it'll grow in size. Whee! Ooh, it's getting big. Press space. And whenever we press the down arrow, it'll shrink in size. Whee! And I'm actually going to make this shrinking in size a little bit more extreme. So I'm going to make this 10 and -10. Okay. And now we should see that if we go to the center, press space, and we press the up arrow, it'll grow in size until it fills the whole screen. And then press space. Oh, no, that's up. Press down, and you should see, oh wow, a tunnel of cats. That's cool. Okay, and now we have, let's press space, and now we have a mini cat. Nice. Okay, so thank you for watching the first part of this beginner series for how to make a Scratch project. I will be sharing this project on my Scratch profile, so I'm going to be calling this, I don't know, Scratch Cat Mania. Why not? And then what we can do is we can click share if you're on the online version. So when you click share, it will be visible for anybody to see. So what I'm going to do is type in the instructions. Okay, so now it's shared. So congratulations, sharing project, blah, blah, blah. And we can also like and remix it. Nice. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, share, and hit that bell notification so you never miss an upcoming video, especially part 3 actually. This was part 2. Part 3 of how to get started with Scratch. Next time, we will be making our first game. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you at howtodosomething.com, and see you next time. Bye.